Hello and welcome to Clearview Television. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. Reactions trail mysterious death of father and 3 children at a poultry farm in Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory. Lagos stands still as Nigeria's former interim head of state, ERNEST, SHONEKAN, is laid to rest. Rescuers in desperate move to reach 5-year-old boy trapped in deep well in Morocco. I am Nkiru Obuli. Welcome. Borno State Governor Babagana ZULUM has again called on the federal government to engage mercenaries in resolving the security challenges bedeviling the country. The governor made the call while addressing State House correspondents at the presidential villa, Abuja.
Attacks from Boko Haram members and other insurgents against the Nigeria state have been on for over a decade. Lives have been lost, residential and official houses razed, and other properties worth millions of naira destroyed. Worried by this trend, the federal and state governments have tried to evolve strategies to put a stop to the asymmetric warfare. While addressing the State House correspondents, Borno State Governor Babagana ZULUM said, though government efforts in restoring peace is gradually yielding results, but more needed to be done.
Most importantly, the relocation of the internally displaced persons need not to be overemphasized. These are all as a result of milestone achievement recorded in the areas of security in Borno State. Yes, I'm not saying that the security challenges is over, but this will not be possible without effective collaboration and synergy between the government of Borno State and the federal government agencies. You can just say recruitment of army, collecting notes from governors, from ministers, from others, and then people are queuing it. As long as we are not willing to sanitize our recruitment procedures to the armed forces, to police, SS, and others, we shall not get the right thing.
Governor ZULUM, who has been at the middle of the storm, said the federal government should treat the terrorists with all seriousness it deserves by seeking the assistance of machineries to put an end to the onslaught from ISWAP.
We shouldn't allow ISWAP to grow. ISWAP are more sophisticated, they are well-funded, they are more educated. Because this problem has been compounded, and it's not easy for us to solve the security challenges that we're having now at the time.
Meanwhile, 3 years after incessant attacks in the Lake Chad area, the Borno State government, alongside the military, has reopened the 137-kilometer Maiduguri-Dikwa Mafa-Gamboru-Ngala road for motorists. During the reopening ceremony held on Friday, Governor Babagana ZULUM commended the military and the local vigilantes for securing the region and urged the road users to be law-abiding and cooperate with security agencies for the full return of economic activities in the area. The symbolic reopening of the road was done at Muna before the governor proceeded to Dikwa town to ensure that the road has been formally reopened. The governor, alongside the theater commander of the Joint Task Force Operation Hadinkai, Major General Christopher Musa, cut the tape, signifying the official reopening of the road. Maiduguri-Gamboru Ngala Federal Highway is one of the busiest and most popular commercial roads linking the northeast sub-region to Cameroon, Chad, and the Niger Republic. 3 years ago, the road was shut down as a result of several attacks on the major towns of Dikwa, Mafa, and Gamboru Ngala, crippling economic activities. A young man and his 3 children have been found dead at a poultry farm in Abuja, the Nigerian capital. The police said the farm is located at the ABUJA Area Council of Abuja. They are identified as Dominic Adigezi, father, Victoria and Peter Adigezi, and 3-month-old Judith Adigezi. Although the cause of the death of the victims has yet to be ascertained, The wife of the young man, Laraba Adigezi, was said to have survived but unconscious. She has been taken to the ABUJA Comprehensive Health Care Center in the area for medical attention. The police public relations officer in the FCT, Josephine Ade, who confirmed the incident, said the command received a call from the community head of Nasarawa Igon Abaji, Aliyu Ibrahim, and thereafter a team of police detectives led by the area commander moved to the area and on reaching the scene of the incident found Laraba lying unconscious while the remaining 4 persons were dead. A total of 150 suspects have been arrested in connection with terrorism, kidnapping, and armed robbery in Imo State. The Commissioner of Police in Imo, Rabiu Hussaini, said the suspects were arrested within a period of 1 year, specifically between January 2021 and January 2022. He made the disclosure on Friday while briefing the state's governor, Hope Uzodinma, who visited the police command's headquarters in Owerri, the state capital. Giving a breakdown of the figure, Hussaini explained that 105 of those apprehended were suspected kidnappers and the remaining 45 were suspected terrorists. He admitted that he met a series of security challenges on ground on his assumption of office. For the police commissioner, the Eastern Security Network, ESN, and the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, are to be blamed for the problems. He, however, thanked the governor for his support, which he said led to the vigorous and aggressive attacks on the terror groups and the decimation of their camps. Hussaini revealed that the police were collaborating with traditional rulers, youth and religious leaders, among other stakeholders, on community policing. And as the bill for the monthly payment of rent in the Federal Capital Territory passes its second reading in the Senate, some Abuja residents and business owners are already speaking on the likely impact of their economic well-being. In this report, Clearview TV's Imefon Okon says the reactions are, however, mixed as there are discordant voices.
The bill for an act to regulate the mode of payment of rent on residential apartments office spaces 2022 was read for the second time during plenary on Tuesday. Smart Adeyemi, the sponsor of the bill, said when passed into law, low-income earners and business owners in the Federal Capital Territory will find it easier to pay their rent conveniently. But are Abuja residents really hopeful of a better time if the law finally comes into effect?
Looking at the situation, the economic situation of Nigeria as it is right now, that bill should be supported, that bill should be passed.
So for me myself, I prefer the yearly payment than the monthly payment. If you make it monthly, if you have a problem that month, you cannot pay the rent, it will be a problem between you and the landlord again.
I can't there in a deal or paying house rent or every month. I can't do that. I will gather my money and pay it for a year.
It will help to low income earners because all fingers are not all equal. What you have at hand, you use it immediately. So not wait till, should I say, that year is trying to rose out before you pay. Maybe some problem might occur immediately, then you use the money.
While some say the rent law will reduce financial burden, others rather see it as an additional burden.
Most of Abuja residents are daily income workers. They are not monthly or yearly, kind of people that get allowances. So because of that monthly income that they have, when they go out, they get it. It will help them to pay their rent.
Suffering will reduce. So not everybody that they do pay him, should I say 400,000 a month or 500,000 a month. So the little you have in between the months, you manage it before the other months.
They are more solo to people, seriously. Because as now, I pay my house rent every December and I prepare landlord the money before December. Because I have where I'm working and I'm ending there. You understand? So I have my target.
Adeyemi said the bill will provide a window of legal action for any form of operation and a safety net for landlords against tenants. It may interest you to know that one of the biggest challenges faced by residents in the FCT is high cost of rent in the city center, which has led to proliferation of slums as residents seek alternative solutions to their housing problems, including building shanty apartments. Imefonokon reporting for Clearview Television.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU, Niger Delta University NDU chapter, has threatened to resume the strike they suspended 6 years ago over alleged Bayelsa state government's attitude towards funding and welfare of lecturers of the institution. The chairman of ASU in the institution, Tombara Kingdom, disclosed this while briefing reporters at the university's campus on the Wilberforce Island. Tombara, who was joined by the chapter secretary, Abi Baraka, and other officers, said the union had already taken the resolution at its Congress meeting to initiate the processes that will lead to the resumption of industrial disharmony. Tombara said promotion was not implemented in NDU between October 2015 and September 2019, and neither was annual step increments implemented for October 2015 till date. He also said there were unpaid salaries of some staff between October 2013 and December 2015. A presidential aspirant, Senator ORJI KALU, says a former Lagos State Governor Bola TINUBU will not be a hindrance to him in his bid to become the next president. KALU stated this during an interview in a sister television station where he spoke about his plans for the country if elected to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. Both KALU and TINUBU are chieftains of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) and served as governors between 1999 and 2007. Last November, TINUBU visited KALU at his Abuja residence, where both held a meeting behind closed doors amid speculations that the former was eyeing the highest office in the land. Barely 2 months later, after the meeting, the former Lagos State Governor put an end to the rumors after he said he had informed President Muhammadu Buhari of his intention to succeed him. Although KALU admitted that he had no plans to become president when TINUBU visited him, he explained that certain circumstances prompted him to have a rethink. We'll take a quick break now and bring you more reports when we return. Please stay with us.
Listen to this truth. We are growing by the day, and our viewership keeps growing on our different platforms. We are inviting you to advertise your goods and services with us at incredibly low rates. And do you have news for us? Script or video? Please contact us through our email address, clearviewnewsroom@gmail.com, or WhatsApp line 080-650-30-300. Again, 080-650-30-300. Welcome on board.
You're welcome back. The remains of the former interim head of state, ERNEST SHONEKAN, has been laid to rest amidst eulogists at the funeral service at the Cathedral Church of Christ, Marina, Lagos. Some dignitaries who graced the occasion described the death of the former leader as a huge loss to Nigeria, remembering the role he played to unite Nigeria during the turbulent period of June 12 annulment.
The Cathedral Church of Christ, Marina, Lagos, was filled to capacity during a special church in honor of former interim head of state, ERNEST SHONEKAN, who passed on the 11th of January 2022. Former heads of state, governors and members of the diplomatic corps were all in attendance to pay their last respects to the man they describe as a unifying factor for Nigeria. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo stood in for President Buhari. He described late SHONEKAN as a leader to reckon with, going by the role he played during Nigeria's trying times.
He proved by his life that destiny for one or for a nation is a manifest result of small choices made every day by ordinary people doing the best they can, and persevering in goodness. May his example endure in our individual and collective memories as we continue our journeys through life.
Former head of state Yakubu Gowon and other top executives recalled the sterling qualities of the former interim leader.
No, he was not a politician. He was a statesman, and he did not play politics with the affairs of this nation.
His children, of course, will miss a father. The business world has missed a captain of captains. Nigeria has lost a rare gem. We in Ogun State, we've lost an illustrious son.
He lived a very successful life, well loved by the people, and at a critical point in the history of our country, he played his own part, but for that, nobody knows what would have happened.
Ernest SHONEKAN was born on the 9th of May 1936 and appointed by former President Ibrahim Babangida to lead the interim government after he stepped aside.
Let's now join Ime Fonokon for the latest on the entertainment scene.
Hello, welcome to our entertainment segment as we bring you stories from the entertainment world. I am Ime Fonokon. Top Nigerian female musician Tiwa Savage has clocked a new age today to the joy of fans. The Somebody song Corona turned 42 and she posted a no-makeup photo on her social media page to mark the occasion. Tiwa shared a no-makeup photo of herself with a birthday cake emoji on her Instagram story. Nigerian female stars have been known to always use makeup, especially when making events or social media appearances, but Tiwa seemed very comfortable with her bare face. Happy birthday from all of us at Clearview Television. Former presidential aide Reno Omokri said a praying wife is not always the best. Omokri advised men to go for a partner that can pray, slay, yet stay. As he noted, a woman who has these three is the best type of wife. The 48-year-old activist said a woman can be taught how to pray, but beauty is something she either possesses or does not. Adekunle Gold releases 4th album featuring 14 new tracks and collaborations with Davido and other artists. The new project serves as a follow-up to his last body of work, Afropop Volume 1, released in 2020. Announcing the release of the project via his Instagram page, the high singer wrote, "Never seen a greater miracle than myself. My 4th album, Catch Me If You Can, is out now worldwide and it's the best project I've ever made. Congratulations." American-Nigerian vocalist and producer Raphael Onyese developed interest in music after he joined the choir at an early age and grew up rapping, singing and producing. He had a rough childhood and never gave up his passion for music. Letter to the Girl, I Love is a 6-track project that depicts Raphael's journey in search of love. Each song on the project is as a result of him stepping out of his comfort zone to create an amazing experience for his listeners. Raphael has infused elements of pop and Afrobeat in this project to emphasize his artistry in the music scene. Peter Okoye of P-Square has warned Nigerian youth to choose the right candidates ahead of the 2023 general election. In a series of tweets on his page, he lamented about the poor state of Nigeria. Peter warned youth against recycling old leaders. Sharing pictures of his view in Dubai, the singer wondered why Nigerian leaders cannot emulate the good things they see when they travel outside the country. Peter admonished Nigerian youth to have sense and get their PVC ahead of the 2023 election. All right, that's all we have for you today on Entertainment News. Many thanks for joining us. I am Ime Fonokun. Back to you, Nkiru.
Thanks, Ime. And now to sports. Former Nigerian international Henry Nwosu has hailed the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) for appointing ex-Barcelona winger Emmanuel Amunike to join Austin Eguavoen as head coaches of the national team. The Super Eagles are officially without a handler after Eguavoen stepped down from his interim role following the team's early exit from the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. The 56-year-old took over after Genotron was sacked in December. The NFF initially lined up Jose Pesero as the substantive head coach, but that appointment is yet to be ratified. Instead, the Federation is understood to be considering sticking with Eguavon and adding Amunike to his coaching crew. And on the foreign scene, rescuers are desperately working to rid a 5-year-old boy who fell into a deep well in Morocco. The workers are entering the final stages of their operation. They worked through the night to rid the boy, named by local media as Rayan, who plunged 32 meters through the well's narrow opening 4 days ago. The complex operation has gripped the North African country for days, and thousands have gathered at the scene. The Saturday, local media reported that the rescuers were 1.8 meters from the boy. Fears of a landslide have made the operation more dangerous. That risk, combined with the mixture of rocky and sandy soils, has meant rescuers deemed opening the water well's narrow shaft to be too dangerous. Instead, bulldozers were used to cut a huge trench next to the wall. Rescuers then started digging horizontally to reach the boy. Led by Morocco's Civil Protection Directorate, rescue operations in the small northern town of Tamarot, around 100 kilometers from the city of Chefchaouen, has been ongoing since Tuesday evening. And that's all on the news. Before we go, a quick recap of our main stories. Suspicion and emotion flowed freely as a young man and his 3 children have been found dead at a poultry farm in Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory. The farm is located at the ABUJA Area Council of the territory. Eulogies as Nigerians gather to bid former interim head of state Ernest SHONEKAN farewell. His remains was laid to rest amidst eulogies after the funeral service at the Cathedral Church of Christ, Marina, Lagos. Dignitaries who graced the occasion described the death of the former leader as a huge loss to Nigeria. We also told you that rescuers are desperately working to reach a 5-year-old boy who fell into a deep well in Morocco. Local media reported that the rescuers were 1.8 meters from the boy who plunged 32 meters through the well's narrow opening 4 days ago. Remember to like us on Facebook, Clearview Television. Follow us on Twitter at Clearview Online. Follow us on Instagram at ClearviewTV_Angie. And also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Clearview TV. Thanks for watching. I am Nkiru Owuli.